want you to do is just come overhead, extend fully, and fake your slam, okay? So come through, right block, go. So what we're trying to do here is absorb the force, all right? So we're trying to slow down, come into a completely extended position, come down and slam as hard as we can without letting go and absorbing all the force we're trying to generate into the ground. Good, all right? And then from there, the next progression to that would be to actually put it into the ground. So go ahead. So I want you to overhead, slam it right into the ground and reset each time. Good, go ahead. So he'll do that a few times. You see, fully extends, slams right down, bends his knees, get a full body work there. Okay, one more. Good. And now the next one, you're going to go a little bit faster. All right, so he's going to recoil each time. He's going to come overhead, slam catch, Go ahead. So now he's trying to minimize the amount of rest time he has. Get fully extended all the way up top. Good. All right. So we're trying to get him to reabsorb the energy. So first one is to absorb, second one is to produce, and the third one is to absorb, reabsorb, and produce energy. So why don't you face Mr. Downs? Yeah. All right, you can get, yep, right there. So the next one we're going to do is some diagonal rotation. So you can see Owen is in a staggered stance. He's going to start with the medicine ball over his left shoulder, and he is going to fake a slam. Again, we're trying to absorb force here. He's going to come diagonally and come right down to his opposite knee and stop the ball there. Go ahead. All right, so he's trying to create some force, but stop it. Trying to decelerate and absorb that force. Good. All right, and then the next one would just be a slam. So same thing as before. Overhead, but now I want you to drop it. That ball should land right beside your foot. Good. Good. And then the last one, we're just going to try to speed it up. We're going to try to reabsorb that force as fast as you can. Go ahead, I'll stay on this. Good, all the way up, extend those arms. So on that diagonal exercise, what we're trying to do is we're creating some balance with a staggered stance, and also with the rotation. We're trying to stay nice and balanced and tight, so we're not kind of all over the place and falling over like that. We're staying nice and tight and slamming. Contracting your core, keeping nice and tight, and not getting these big twisting motions, just diagonally creating that force.
Are these, with the medicine ball, is this also conditioning for lower body as much as upper body, or primarily upper body?
A little bit of lower body, but it's primarily upper body. Primarily upper body and stabilization of the core. So the next one is, let's do, we'll just work top down. So let's go overhead tosses. So Steve, I don't know if you want to come to the side for this one. So what I want you to do is, you're going to go overhead. This one might be hard, but try your best.
Yeah.
Right? So here, bend, and extend.
Think.
All right? Yeah, it's going to be kind of awkward, but we'll see what it looks like. Same thing here, just trying to create force going forward and absorb it. Again, a little bit of stabilization in the shoulders, a little bit of core activation with the ball over his head. All right? And then from there, now we're going to create force. You're just going to go straight overhead, right to the wall. Just catch it a little bit. Now we're putting right to the wall, all right? So think of trying to create you a little bit stronger overhead. There's the times that you have a racket overhead, you need to be able to absorb what's coming at you. Good? And now try to do it fast.
Yeah.
All right, so that third progression again would just be fast. So creating force and absorbing it very quickly. Good. All right. Now we'll work down. So chest, we're just going to do chest pass down. So right here, this is primarily just for some speed You're gonna come here and do a fake chest press. Go ahead. Good, so what we're trying to do there is just work on the ability to get hips through while driving the ball. Okay, now do it right into the wall. So slowly. Alright, so he's nice and controlled. He's creating force by driving that ball into the wall. Okay? And then again, the third progression would be reactive. So try to do it quickly. Good. Alright. Now we can go from there, we can go to your hips and work on extending hips through. Alright, so you're going to do fake scoops. So just here and here. Ready? Get those hips all the way through. There you go. So you can see he's starting to extend those hips, working on his drive through his glutes, and really pushing through. Alright? So if he has a squash racket in his hand, he's working on this motion. Okay? Now do it into the wall. So he's going nice and slowly and controlled, really working to get those hips through. Alright, and then the third phase would be pick up this tempo. Go ahead. Breathing. So he's keeping his hips straight as much as he can, and he's reaching back, he's not twisting to do this.
So the focus on the core, the upper and the lower body, I mean, they're both related to these exercises, but it really is to build core strength.
It's to build core strength, yep.
Yeah.
Build core strength and be able to stabilize while producing force. Yep. The next one is going to be from the side. Alright, so you're going to come from the side, and I just want you to fake a side hip toss. So you're going to be here, hips all the way through, shoulders should face the wall. Hips should face the wall. Good. Get your hips all the way through. Finish on your toe. Good. So he's there. The next progression, put it into the wall. Get your hips all the way through. Get a big hip turn. Alright, so you can see now he's turning his hips. He's using his hips to drive the ball through. And then now you just do it quickly for that last progression. Nice and quick. Excellent. Good. Going to be plyometric exercises. Again, we're going to do the same kind of thing we did with the medicine ball. So it'll be absorb, produce, and then reabsorb. Alright? So the first one is nice and simple. It's just a squat jump. Alright, so you're going to squat down and jump straight in the air. So he jumps in the air, he gets fully extended, and lands off. Right? Any more? So what we're trying to do here, again, working on hip drive, being able to drive through your hips and be powerful. Next one. We're going to take it up a little bit faster. Alright, so go ahead. Now we're trying to reabsorb that force. Every time he lands, he's trying to minimize the amount of time he's on the ground to do that quickly. Alright? That's the first one. That's a squat jump. From there, we can do something called a broad jump. So if you want to start with that class, you're just going to jump forward off for 2 feet and land. So I want you to jump forward, land it off, do it again. So again, we're trying to create some hip drive there. Alright, trying to get his hips through, but if you can see, he lands softly and absorbs the force. Now he's going to go through again, and he's going to do it a little bit faster. Alright? Good? So now you can see he's reabsorbing the force and trying to create energy that way. Alright? Again, trying to work on his ability to explode through the hips. From there, we can go to the single leg. Alright? So if you want to know, why don't we go 1 foot? Alright? So he's going to jump forward off of 1 foot and land on 2 feet. Now we're trying to create that force off of 1 foot. Alright? Now we're starting to become a little bit more athletic and learning to jump off of 1 foot in a linear direction. So we can learn to jump and then hopefully from there start to progress diagonally. Alright? If you want to do that, we'll do it faster now. This one's a little bit harder to reabsorb force, but you can see you can still do it quickly. Alright? 2-foot lateral hop. Alright, you want to start right blocks? Alright, height, distance. Let's go for height. Alright, this one we're going to go for height. What he's going to try to do is jump straight in the air with 2 feet and then land. Go inside. Go ahead. Good. Alright, so he's trying to get some lateral force, learning how to jump off the outside of his foot, but land. Alright? Now we can go and do it a little bit quicker now. Alright? So now we're going to start to reabsorb the force quickly. Alright, so we're going side to side and land. Alright? From there we can progress to 1 foot. Alright, so now we're going to, again, try to get a little bit more athletic. So he's going to do a lateral bound, bounding off of his right foot and landing on his left. So go nice and slow and just control. So we're going to go slow and control, where he's going to land and absorb the force first. Go ahead. Distance, yes. So you can see he's trying to jump the distance and he's just reacting. Okay? And now from there he's learned to land. Now let's go, why don't you go to the T? Alright? And what I want you to do is bounce to your left, bounce to your right. So let's go 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, okay? Go ahead. So now he's learning to jump side to side, right? So now we're starting to get into a little bit more of that athleticism where he's got to bound and start to get into a position, all right? And now we're trying to get him here and here, okay? So now what we can do from there is start to build and put some of those together. So why don't we go? So he's going to go from square to square lateral. He's going to bound twice in one direction, twice in the other direction. Alright, so he's starting to work with a little bit of footwork there as well. Okay? And now we can start to do it where? Now we can start to open up his hips and bound diagonally. So imagine you're starting to turn our feet, and I just want you to turn and bound diagonally, trying to get into the corner of the swing. Okay, good. Ready to come down? Good. Now go back another. Good. Keep going. So he's there. You can see he jumps, absorbs the force, and goes from there. Now we can turn it into a little bit more athleticism, and I want you to look forward. Try to look forward, pretend the ball is bouncing around. Go. Good. Excellent.
Owen, could you talk a little bit, thinking about your squash game, thinking about your squash experience, how building your core strength and core stability helps you in squash? How does it relate to when you're on a court in a match with a racket, moving around your opponent, trying to get court position?
Right. I didn't do a ton of strength work before probably my sophomore going into my junior year. But once we did kind of start focusing on a lot of core strength, I find that when you're on court, it helps a lot balance-wise. I think when I'm in the tee in the middle of a point, being able to move where I want to quickly, and I think getting there and being able to stay balanced and hit the shot that I want to, having the core strength helps with that. I'm not off balance as much as I used to be, and I can really just play the shots that I'd like to.
That's great. Thanks, Owen.
All right.